Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imbuh Giri Mukti, and my student number is 2005086081. So here I want to explain about linguistic varieties and multilingual nations in EFL context. So the first is about vernacular languages. In a multilingual speech society, the many different ethnic or tribal languages spoken by different groups are referred to as vernacular languages. Vernaculars are usually the first languages learned by people in multilingual communities, and they are often used for relatively narrow informal functions. There are three components of meaning from vernacular terms. The most basic refers to the fact that everyday language is of the non-codified or non-standard variety. The second refers to how it is obtained at home, as the first variety. And the third is the fact that it is used for relatively limited functions. The first component is most often used as a defining criterion, but the emphasis on any one component has led to the use of the term vernacular with a slightly different meaning. And then standard languages. Standard variation are generally those that are written and that have undergone some degree of regularization or codification, for example in grammar and dictionaries. It is recognized as a prestigious variety or code by the community and is used to function H alongside varietal diversity L. Standard English has served as a useful variation for communication between regions of dialect diversity, not only in England but also in countries where English has colonial influence. And then lingua francas. Lingua francas often developed initially as a trade language reflecting the influence of economic factors on language change. The lingua franca is the language used for communication between people whose first languages are different. In some countries, the most useful and widely used lingua franca is the official or national language. In multilingual communities, lingua francas are so useful that they can eventually replace everyday language. And then about pidgins and creoles. First is about pidgins. So pidgin is a language that has no native speakers. Pidgin developed as a means of communication between people who don't share a common language. So have three identifying characteristics of pidgins. First is use in limited domain and function, and then has a simplified structure compared to the source language, and then they generally have low prestige and attract negative attitudes, especially from outsiders. And then about creoles. So Creole is a pidgin that has acquired native speakers. Many languages that are called pidgins are Creoles today. They are learned by children as their first language and are used in various domains. So pidgin languages don't use affixes to signify meanings such as the form of the verb or the number of nouns. Creole languages indeed develop ways of giving meaning systematically like verb forms, and this can develop into inflections or affixes over time. Although the attitude of outsiders toward the Creole is often as negative as their attitude towards the pidgin, this is not always the case for those who speak the language, for once the Creole has developed, it can be used for all functions of the language: politics, education, administration, native literature, and so on. So, okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.